$80 for a bag that mimics a $400,000 status symbol? That's exactly what happened when Walmart's Wirkin dupe for the iconic Hermès Birkin went viral, sparking debates and chaos online. In a world where TikTok trends can shake even the most exclusive luxury brands, this dupe didn't just sell out. It raised questions about the future of fashion itself. Is this bag a win for accessibility or a blow to exclusivity? And what happens when everyday shoppers disrupt an elite, tightly controlled market? Does the rise of the Wirkin mark the beginning of the end for luxury as we know it? Let's talk about something that's been all over social media lately. You've probably seen it, the $80 Birkin dupe from Walmart. People are calling it the Wirkin or the Walmez. It's a knockoff of the famous Hermès Birkin bag, which is one of the most expensive and exclusive handbags in the world. Some Birkins sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and owning one is a big deal. So when Walmart started selling this look-alike for under $100, it caused a stir.
Priced under just $100, the look-alike Hermès has become a social media sensation and is already sold out.
The Birkin bag is more than just a handbag. It's a status symbol. It's the kind of thing that celebrities like Kim Kardashian and Jennifer Lopez carry to show they've made it. The original Birkin was created by Hermès in 1984 after actress Jane Birkin told the president of the company she needed a practical yet stylish bag. Today, the Birkin is handcrafted from the finest leather by artisans in France. It's not sold online, and you can't just walk into a store and buy one. There's a quota system, and you usually have to build a relationship with an Hermès sales associate to even get a chance to own one.
It's because these are pieces of artwork. These artisans train years and years to make one of these bags.
That's why this $80 dupe from Walmart blew up so fast. It's a shortcut into a world that's usually off limits for most people. The Wirkin is made by a company called Kamugo, and it's listed as the Kamugo Genuine Leather Handbags Purse for Women. It looks a lot like the Birkin. It has the same handles, the same shape, and even a similar buckle. People on TikTok were quick to notice the similarities, and the videos went viral. One TikTok user unboxed her bright green Wirkin and said, $80 and you can pretend that you got a Birkin. That video has over 9 million views now, but not everyone's happy about it. Some say the Wirkin is just another cheap knockoff that waters down what the Birkin stands for. Others love it, calling it a win for regular people who want to enjoy something similar to luxury without spending their life savings. One TikTok user said, "It levels the playing field." Others described it as breaking the glass ceiling of luxury. They believe it's a way to make an elite world more accessible to everyone. Now let's talk about why Birkins are so expensive. It's not just about the high-quality leather or the fact that they're handmade. It's also about supply and demand. Hermès only makes a limited number of Birkins each year, and this scarcity drives up their value. On the resale market, a Birkin can cost more than a luxury car. One Himalayan crocodile Birkin with diamonds sold at an auction for $450,000. That's not a typo. People pay that much for a bag because it's a symbol of wealth and exclusivity. The whole point of owning a Birkin is that not everyone can have one. That's why Hermès uses tactics like the quota system to keep the bags rare and special. But now, for $80, anyone can get something that looks just like it. This debate goes beyond the Birkin. It's part of a bigger conversation about fashion, class, and accessibility. Luxury brands like Hermès have built their reputation on being unattainable. They're not just selling a product, they're selling a dream. But what happens when that dream becomes more reachable? Some people think it's empowering. They believe everyone should have the chance to enjoy something nice, even if it's not the real thing. On the other hand, there's the issue of overconsumption and fast fashion. Dupes might be affordable, but they often come at a cost to the environment and the workers who make them. The Wirkin's popularity has also created a new kind of scarcity. The bags are sold out online, and the listings have disappeared from Walmart's website. Even third-party sellers are running out of stock. So, in a weird twist, the Wirkin is starting to mirror the original Birkin in how hard it is to get. What does this all mean? It shows how people crave luxury, even if they have to settle for a cheaper version. It also raises questions about what luxury really is. If a bag's value comes from being exclusive, does that mean it's less valuable when everyone can have a version of it? Or does the Wirkin prove that luxury isn't about the price tag, it's about how something makes you feel? And that leads to a bigger question. What role do laws and consumer behavior play in all of this? Intellectual property laws are meant to protect designs like the Birkin, keeping them unique and aspirational. Hermès has worked hard to protect this iconic bag. They hold trademarks for the Birkin's shape, the logo, and even the special leather used. But here's the thing, dupes like the Wirkin aren't exactly new. The counterfeit industry has been around forever, and handbags are one of the most common targets. But dupes are different from outright fakes. A dupe doesn't pretend to be the real thing. It's similar in design, but doesn't try to pass itself off as an original. Legally, this puts dupes in a gray area. They can copy the style of a luxury item without using the brand's logo or name. This is why Hermès hasn't said much about the Wirkin yet, even though they've been known to take legal action in the past.
Looks like somebody's product. A counterfeit has the logoing, the emblems, everything down to a T. But this isn't that. There isn't Hermès stamped into the leather. Hermès isn't etched into the hardware.
Hermès holds trademarks for the Birkin's unique shape, and they've won cases against other brands for copying it. In one case, they were awarded $100 million in damages from websites selling fake versions of their bags. So far, Hermès hasn't gone after Walmart or Kamugo, but that could change. This is where things get tricky. Some argue that protecting designs through intellectual property laws keep luxury items like the Birkin special. It makes them rare, desirable, and unattainable for most people. But others feel this exclusivity adds to the frustration. When a product is so out of reach, both in price and availability, it creates resentment. People start to wonder, is it really about the craftsmanship and quality, or just about keeping it out of everyone else's hands? Here's another layer to think about, the role of social media. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram have completely reshaped the way we think about fashion. You can scroll for hours, seeing influencers, celebrities, and even regular people showing off their luxury items. This constant exposure fuels the desire for these products. Everyone wants to be part of the club, but the irony is, social media also makes dupes more acceptable. People are more open about buying knockoffs now. Instead of hiding it, they show it off and say, "Look, I hacked the system." The shift is huge. It's not just about people wanting to save money. It's about feeling empowered. For some, buying a dupe is like sneaking into the VIP section of a nightclub without paying for the cover fee. It's satisfying to feel like you've outsmarted the system. But it also speaks to a bigger issue. Many consumers feel disconnected from luxury brands. They see the price tags going up while the quality doesn't always match. They start to think, why should I pay $30,000 for a bag when I can get something similar for $80? And honestly, this isn't just about bags. It's about the accessibility of luxury aesthetics. More people than ever want to look stylish and put together. But they don't want to or can't spend their entire paycheck doing it. And while some argue that this waters down the meaning of luxury, others see it as a step towards democratizing style. Think about it. Does owning a Birkin make someone better than someone with a Wirkin? Or is it just a different way of expressing the same desire to feel confident, stylish, and part of something bigger? So where do we draw the line? Wirkin isn't going away anytime soon. If anything, it's proof of how much power consumers have today. Social media has given everyday people a voice, and brands are starting to listen. Companies are realizing they need to adapt to changing customer preferences. Whether you see Wirkin as fun or a copy, one thing is clear. Fashion's evolution is shaped by demands of the consumer. Consumers never had such power as they have now, thanks to social media. What do you think? Would you rock a Wirkin, or are you loyal to the Birkin? Is this the beginning of the end for the luxury world? Let me know in the comments below.